This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up. Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Sislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its lake of death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidria.
Thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Consider yourself finished. Go, even faster.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. Seriously? Is this a joke?
Take this!
Make it right here.
In an instant! Impact block!
There! Help! Look sharp! Split it open!
Be my guest!
Here's the burn it!
Shockwave slash!
Make it right! Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Got it. That went well.
Are you okay?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Have you ever considered your purpose in life?
Not in your dreams! By the power of water!
Stand from the wind! On your knees!
Here, let me
This
help.
one's mine!
This one's mine.
Armor won't save you!
Stand
from the wind!
Take your place.
Look sharp! Lightning blade!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
No choice! Now you learn!
Denied.
Burn it down! Take this! No further!
They really don't give up, do they?
You've got spirit! We're not finished! Can you take it? Easy and snaring to me. Yeah, and puzzling to me. On your This one's all mine! You! On your knees! Shockwave Flash! Dragon Swarm! Eat this! Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Light.
Look sharp.
Thanks!
Now you see what I can do.
My deal? Dragon into everlasting dark.
Do it.
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
I need to be stronger.
Discourteous. Sans. Resonate with the earth! Dragon Swarm! Time to retreat is
I
the
can
best
read
bet.
your moves like a book.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Got you now! This one's all mine! No mistake! Damn it! In a bind? Is it too late to talk over our differences? The rebel!
Here goes!
I'm ready!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Luna Corruption! Absorbed by the power of water! Not on my watch! Discharge blade!
Ready and ready. I can carve through armor.
Radiant Blast!
Shockwave Flash!
I'm all stuffed up!
Piercing
Rain! And the sky is mine! Charger blade!
Benediction light.
Dragon Swarm! Corruption! Seven-Eye Handle it!
Far enough.
By the power of water!
In an instant! Impact Block! You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
through!
Dragon Swarm!
Mega Ray! Going in!
Double Demon Fang!
These ones can run rings around us.
How about this? Double Demon Fang! Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up!
Shockwave
By
Flash!
the power of water!
I'll save you!
Flaming Meteor!
I'm ready!
Don't leave!
All yours, Kisara! Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zugos, the right.
Get lost!
Double Demon Fang!
Crescent move!
Ignite!
Tiger Blade! By the power of
Dragon
water!
Swarm!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Dragon Swarm!
Let the marksman handle it! Here, let me help! Mega Ray! On guard!
Damn it! It's too fast!
Here goes!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Dragon
Eagle
Swarm!
Wing! Reload! Going in! Lightning!
You're mine!
Downfall! Not ammo! I'm all stocked up!
On your knees.
This one's
Take
mine!
this!
Blade of Fury! Look sharp!
Shockwave Flash! Double Demon Fang!
Freeze Blade!
It's time.
Shockwave Flash!
Take this! Take
Blade
this!
go higher! Arch Make it rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this, but
Out of my way!
The rebels! Stop them! I'm going in! Got you now! Like you! Dragon Swarm! We got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
This one's mine!
All yours!
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that. I never miss.
Dragon Swarm!
Here goes!
Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm!
It's almost too strong.
Be my guest! Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong side! No further!
Lunar corruption!
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity!
Demon Fang!
I'll heal you all.
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Healing
Dragon Swarm!
Gravitas field!
Double Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Arch Seal.
This one's mine! Make it rain! Red Well!
Frozen.
Hammer! Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almeidria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almeidria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidria.
Out of my way!
Engaging!
I'm done. I won't fight just for the sake of it. I'll do my best.
You've got spirit!
So much for talking about.
My lord!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you.
Be my guest.
I'm ready. Let me help. This one's yours. Attack time!
No further. Dragon's Claw.
Tiger blade!
I can carve through armor. My shield. I'm ready.
Ridwell!
Frozen?
Hammer! I feel sprightlier than before. I'll do my best!
Got you now!
Eat your
Tiger blade!
Dragon's Claw.
You think that shield shield will save you.
The rebels! Stop them!
If it's in the sky, it's fine. Where are you going?
We're not ready! Too fast!
Stand tight. I'll trip it up.
Double demon
Make it rain!
Transform!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Annihilate!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Dragon form! I'm gone!
Hear my call! Not on my watch! Press it through!
Armor won't save you.
Not today! Why you?
It won't escape me. On your
Dragon swarm!
Annihilation! Hear me!
Shockwaves blast! Dragon swarm!
elusive deity.
Thunder touch!
Rotating
Double demon face! You try harder!
Annihilation!
deity. Rotating
Double demon face!
Going in.
Dragon swarm!
no further.
Going in.
Come quietly! Dragon swarm! Shockwave blast! It's on!
Healing circle!
Eat this! On your knees! You won't make a fool of me! Dragon swarm!
I'm ready! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A comfortable win.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Gotta break through! I see one, eh?
I never miss! Here goes!
Elusive deity.
Smash you! My shield? Take down their defenses! Dragon swarm! We're not finished!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
That's far enough!
Now you'll learn! I won't show you any mercy!
Daring flame! Reload! Blaze
Dragon swarm!
Annihilation!
Demon face! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
It's on!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Anything in armor is all Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Smash you! Can't get out of this!
Careful! I have some kind of camouflage! This one's mine!
Make it break!
Radiant light! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Lunar corruption!
Aw, two-shot. Here, let me help.
This was all mine! Eat this!
Crescent moon. Tiger blade.
Dragon Swarm!
Appreciate the help. Hook shot. Thank you.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lunar corruption! Lunar blast!
Double Demon Fang!
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive Deity!
Here
Shockwave Blast!
Here!
It's go time!
This one's mine!
I can carve through armor!
Tiger blade.
Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Now or never! Double Demon Fang! Take this! On your knees! Burn! Dragon Swarm! Elusive Deity!
Lunar corruption!
Can you take it?
Let the marksman
Take this!
handle this!
Storm Blast!
Lunar blast!
Tiger blade.
Double Demon Fang!
Annihilation!
Piercing roar.
Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm!
Switch target. I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara! Gemini Aqua!
Double Demon Fang!
Benediction.
Now you see what I can do!
Not on my watch!
I don't feel so hot.
You should
You make me angry and miss all the fun. No way.
Now it's my turn! Dragon Swarm!
Make it break.
Shockwave Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone. Here goes. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher.
Double Demon Fang!
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm!
Face you.
Switch target. Ready to go. Hear my call.
Shockwave Flash!
Denied. Where are you going?
Double Demon Fang!
One more.
Take this!
Tiger blade.
Can't get out of this.
Dragon Swarm!
Will this help? Going in.
Don't get carried away.
Healing circle. Appreciate the help.
Double Demon Fang!
Shield.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almeidria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard.
Discourteous, aren't you?
No!
Now you see what I can do!
Not in your dreams!
Tiger Blade! Lunar Blast! To the frame! Make it rain! Denied! Dragon Form! This one's done! Can you take it? Strength from the wind!
Astral energy!
Say no more. Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
What's this thing?
Coming through!
Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt.
On guard!
This one's mine.
Take this! No
Damn it,
further!
Flame of Fury! Burning strike! Water! Here, let me help.
A new melody! Allow me to...
Not on my watch!
I can carve through armor!
Look sharp!
Healing circle!
I owe you one!
On guard! Going in!
It's on!
Radiant light!
Not today!
Dragon Blaze of Fear! Here's evil!
Flaming far enough!
Dance on the way! It won't escape me!
Come over!
Here! Flame of Fury!
Elusive deity! Hitting fire! An astral art?
That's my cue!
Piercing roll!
Cut him down!
I'm out! Art sealed! First aid!
Anything in order!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Benediction light.
Where are you going?
No further!
Going in!
Burn!
Begin! Flaming meteors!
Let me see what I can do! Engulf you! Double demon fang!
Going in!
Everlasting
Take
dust!
Negative blade!
On your knees! Shockwave
This
flash!
one's mine!
Double demon fang! Elusive demon fang!
Time to shine!
Rotating. I'm ready!
Jocelyn!
All yours, Kisara!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Discourteous, aren't you?
I'm done. I won't fight just for the sake of it.
This looks nice and tough.
One last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almeidria.
If Almeidria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it.
There she is! Almeidria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almeidria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed.
What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Mesmald! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Dragon
Elusive deity.
Tiger Blade!
Right.
Where are you going? Glacial fire!
Can't get out of this.
And again!
Not today!
Dragon form. Know your place.
Double demon fang!
Flaming meteor! Eruption!
Dragon form!
Glacial fire! Mega ray! Annihilation! I'm out of ammo! This one's mine! Glacial fire!
Demon fang!
Tiger blade!
Shattering the pieces. Attack time.
Lightning! Back into the fray!
Try harder!
Ready!
Begin. This one's mine. Far enough.
Double demon fang!
Confiscated!
This one's mine. You with a
Damning flame of fury! Burning strike! Glacial
Now or never, isn't it?
Tiger blade! This one's mine!
Their arts were interrupted.
Going in! One mega ray!
Here.
One more!
Take this.
Mega ray! I never miss!
Look sharp.
Sharpwood flash! Eat this!
Here!
Stay away.
Going in!
Dragon swarm!
This one's mine.
Healing circle!
Try harder! Sharpwood flash!
Tiger ray!
For me.
I owe you one.
Tiger blade!
Double
This
demon
one's
fang!
mine.
Shattering the
Flaming meteor.
Negative gate!
Resonate with the earth.
Ready!
Right.
On guard! Not on my watch! Radiant here!
I'll grind you with the dust.
On guard!
Double demon fang.
Here's the evil! Going in!
What's she doing now? She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready! Flaming meteor!
Fool.
Ignite!
On guard!
Living with hatred. How about this foolishness? Take this. Piercing in a bind.
Lunar
Dragon swarm!
This one's mine! Going in!
I'll grind you with the dust.
Double demon fang!
Engulfs you.
Going in! Healing circle!
I owe you one.
Stalagmite.
On guard!
Dragon swarm!
I'll heal you all! Tiger blade! Healing circle! Ready!
I owe you one.
Water, hear my call! Spread! Healing meteor! Burning strike!
Ready and ready.
Sharpwood flash!
Tiger blade! Ship free!
I'll grind you with the dust.
Glacial fire!
I owe you one. Try harder!
Another incantation ruined.
Demon fang!
I'll grind you with the dust.
Burn!
Radiant charges to me.
Radiant here!
Dance for me. Sight prepares to be sealed.
Healing circle!
No further. I'm in your
Time
debt.
to shine! Glacial spear! Here goes
Resonate with the
the
earth. Stalagmite.
Double demon fang!
Lunar Airflow! I'm ready! Glacial fire!
Elusive deity. Rotating pile driver.
Piercing roar!
Elusive
Here's
deity.
the evil!
Rotating pile
Right
driver.
there! Where are you going? This one's mine!
Armor won't save you.
Tiger blade!
Not today!
Confiscated! Radiant spear!
Look sharp. Tempest was foolish.
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Right.
Do it! Lancer!
Totally! In an instant! Impact claw!
Negative
Sharpwood flash!
How about this?
Mega ray!
Dragon swarm! They're attacking separately! Can't let me hit on her!
Keep an eye on her. And take out the monster first. She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away.
Will this help?
Sharpwood flash! Not now, not ever! Coming through! Double demon fang!
Ready and rare!
Dragon swarm!
It's bad.
Wits about you, people!
I never miss. This one's mine. Not on my watch.
Now you see what I can do! On your
Here, let me help.
Glacial fire!
I'm in your debt.
Dragon swarm!
Art shield!
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
Natural defenses are fading.
So that's
I'm
the
a
trick
sitting
up our
duck.
sleeve. Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never. Healing circle! Let me out. I'll come through. Going in.
Double demon fang!
Recover!
Take this! In a bind?
This should do it!
Will this help?
Shield and
Dragon swarm! You may be strong, but I'll never back down! Double demon fist!
denied!
Ah! Burn in hell! This should do it! Try harder!
Elusive deity! I can carve through armor!
Dragon swarm! Shockwave blast! Dragon swarm!
Take this!
Double demon Double demon fang! I owe you one!
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Dragon swarm!
In a bind?
Here's a healing art. Look sharp.
Diction.
Tiger blade. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare to Malika.
Here, let me help.
Shield and fang.
Here goes. Water, hear my call.
Double demon fang!
Red.
Not today!
Glacial field. Here we go.
Dragon swarm!
This is my fault.
Anything in order. I don't have much left. I'm down. You're
Not
on.
in your dream.
Now you see what I can do!
Field. All right. Let me out.
This should do it! Double demon fang!
Look sharp. Leave the chargers to
Double
me.
demon fang!
My burn up power. How thank you.
I never miss.
Her master core.
Not while I'm around, she isn't.
Dragon swarm! It's on!
Look sharp. Eagle ray.
Burn in hell! Dragon swarm!
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
Being interrupted.
Look sharp. On guard.
Benediction.
Double demon
Benediction.
You will suffer. Shattering to pieces. Attack time.
Double demon fang!
Behold my true tiger blade. On your knees.
Dragon swarm!
Healing.
Look sharp.
Air pressure!
Look sharp. Piercing
Finish
no.
the fray.
Dragon
Not
swarm!
on my watch.
Now you see what I can do!
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
Everlasting darkness! Negative state!
Tiger blade. Far enough.
Double demon fang!
Will suffer.
You hit for that!
Switch to offense.
Elusive deity!
Hear me!
On your
Yeah, take that!
Dragon form!
Where are you going?
Goodwill!
Air pressure!
Piercing roar! The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity!
Dragon form!
Chaotic disaster! Away! Take this! Back into the fray! Switch to offense! Not on my watch!
I'll smash you!
Here, let me help. You will suffer!
I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again. Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something!
Sion!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.